Okay, so dear Dharma practitioners, be comfortable yourself and relax your body. Keep your back straight, neck head straight in one line, and your right palm on your left. So gently close your eyes and bring attention to this bell sound. And while you're focusing to the sound, mentally relax your body, relax your mind, and relax your breathing with your thoughts. So do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. So dear Dharma practitioners, before we start our practice session, as usual, we'll take few minutes to understand how this meditation practice can help for us to develop our inner awareness, clarity, how it can be a profitable skill for you. So understanding this is very necessary, because as ordinary people we are, it is very important to get it first to our mind. For that we need to use thoughts, and we can use examples, similes, images, but somehow first mapping the build up the structure, framing yourself is very important. Otherwise, what will happen? Your spiritual practice go here and there, and many other unnecessary things can come to it. And as a result of that, maybe it take long time, or sometimes you slip away from the path. So that's why every day that it is important framing yourself, build up the structure, expand the structure is very necessary. So today, I'm going to give certain similes to reflect in the everyday. When you practice meditation, as a benefit of that practice, how your development happens. So when it comes to practice, you have to remember this, all the hindrance is within us. In day-to-day life as ordinary people, that most of the hindrance, we are the one who empower it. We believe that the wrong things as good, wrong things as right, unprofitable things as profitable. And then what happened? We keep doing again and again, and then it become a part of our life. So most of the things within us, that's why through meditation, especially once you have the very tranquility mind, and through that, when you observe yourself, you are capable to see this, recognize this. So when it comes to the Buddha, himself through his journey, that through his own life, through his own practice, observing his own mind, he understood this. And then, as a lesson gave us, as information gave us this similes. So we have to look into ourselves and see that, bring that purification in day-to-day life with whatever the bodily, verbally, mentally actions you perform. So there is nothing going to come from outside. Only thing is you have to purify your bodily, verbally, mentally actions. And that is another way, it's bring self-discipline. And another thing is, to do that, you have to have the self-awareness. So once you have these tools, you can work properly. That one thing is, your mind is kind of like a very crystal clear water ball. The mind itself is clear. When you're born as a human being, even though certain karma influence when you get the birth, but when you become a human being, that you have a certain clarity in your mind. If you are not disabled. So once you're born, what happens? Through perception, we start to gain things. If you don't gain, what will happen? Other people start to put into you. So how we, teach for these children? We are the one who putting, we force them. We try to encourage them to follow that. So in the beginning, they don't have any options. They follow it. So it like, for that crystal clear water ball, you adding some coloring water. That is one simile. So for that crystal clear water, you adding some colorings. So when you add some colorings, what happened to that water? It get that color, and then when that purity disappear. So another thing is, it's kind of like you put a kind of like you around you put a tinted glass. So then what are the perceptions there itself going to be okay, the object's going to be itself okay, but in the middle, the tinted, that glass that we put has power. When we see through it, what happens? Our experience become different. We get something else. So like that, this in day-to-day life, that whatever the things that we keep doing, and especially keep thinking, and our mental formations, the conditions that has power to change that what we perceive. So then how you know you see through something? Or otherwise, how you know that you get direct perception? So that's why when you see the very nature of the mind, you can see it. When you see the nature of mind, you know you gain the direct perception or you see through something. So that's why meditation will help you to come to that point and see your own mind. So that is one simile. So purification, your mind through this process will help you to get out of this. So once you get out of that, what will happen? So before we go into that, there's something we have to know. It is equally important to know when the mind with hindrance and when the mind with not hindrance. The both equally important. That is one mistake we do, because sometimes when everything fine, good, we don't see the mind. We just spend that time for something else. But when the mind is busy with something, then maybe we hold it to that and bothering. Personalize. So as a practitioner, as a yogi, always remember, understand when the mind with that hindrance, what is the very nature of your behavior. And when the mind is with not hindrance, what you experience. So spend some time to recognize. And that way, you are capable to more understand and appreciate the mind without hindrance. But now what happens, we more complain, we try to more resist, reject the mind with hindrance, but we don't know the very nature of the mind without hindrance. So then bring some attention and look into the mind. And when you look this way, what happens? And when you practice meditation, when you have the tranquility state, that through tranquility mind, when you gain the absorptions, high mental powers, or when you go into the vipassana level, when you are capable to see things as it is, and when you are capable to how things come to be as they are, what will happen to you as a person? What is the change that we always say, bring the change, transformation? What is the others? What is the very nature of the other side? So when the transformation happens, what is the very experience that you can gain? So one simile, it's like this. Just imagine, so remember this and reflect in day-to-day life. While you have some free time, reflect on this. And that reflection will encourage you to move through the path. So that is the very reason. So one simile, just imagine very sick person, physically very sick person. And there are certain food, it is very healthy, good food, but for this person, it cannot take because of the sickness. It cannot digest. So that sick person is kind of like the person with the hindrance. When you live with the hindrance, what happens? The perception, it's kind of like the food, but we can't digest it properly. So through meditation, tranquility meditation, here what I mean by meditation, tranquility meditation and vipassana, or the insight meditation. Through this, you are capable to cure that sickness. So then what will happen? Just imagine, once you get out of that sickness with the healthy body, when you eat the food, that healthy food, what happened? Your body capable to get digest and get nourished out of it and feel good. So this same thing, same kind of things happen when you get out of the hindrance. So that's why you should practice yourself and give some times to get into this tranquility state, because tranquility state means you get out of the hindrance. So once you have that, with your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, whatever you perceive, you're not going to get sick. And you are capable to get nourished out of it. Just imagine sometimes, we say, when we see some disturbed things, we say, oh, I get sick. When somebody says something and blah, 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 we say, I get sick hearing this, and sometimes with the people, we say that we get sick with these people around us. So that's the very nature of hindrance. This is nothing to do with that person or the whatever you see or hear, but that's the very nature of us. So just imagine then, when you get cured, how comfortable you are. You are capable to experience anything as perception. You are capable to live in any environment with any person. How good that it is. No? So that's why it's kind of like you get out of a sickness. So then, as soon as possible, work for that. Give some times. Know that you, in the samsaric journey as ordinary people, we kind of like already sick, that it is better in this time. So because you have doctrine and the medicine, and so then just try to get it done and get cured. For a certain level, at least get into tranquility state, 5 minutes. You know yourself, 5 minutes, you are capable to settle down. 10 minutes, you are capable to settle down. When unbalance happen, turbulence happen, you know how to settle down yourself. That's enough for today. So the second is kind of like the businessman borrow some money, get a business loan. And when a person gets a business loan, it's always a headache. Just imagine, out of that business loan, your business becomes so successful. And then you pay back. And also now your business successful, you earn some extra more money. And then how comfortable you are. If you are in that kind of situation, you get a business loan and you invest. And out of that investment, your business becomes so successful, you earn a lot of money and you pay back. Now you have extra money. So practicing meditation also like that. It's kind of like we are in a kind of like a very difficult situation in the conventional life, means that our business almost bankruptcy. So you get into meditation, that's a bankruptcy itself mean what? The suffering, always look at the unbalanced life. Disturbing. We lost everything. That's how when people, it's not you file bankruptcy, cheating IRS. No, it's not like that. Really, your business really bad. Your business really down. How about how the situation now? You have to change everything, and you have to fire the good co-workers sometimes. You have to cut down all the bonus and everything, and maybe even yourself, you can't think about tomorrow. It's very difficult. But some, so the same thing with this. So practicing meditation, it's kind of like you borrow something and you fix that all and become more comfortable. So then don't neglect. Always reflect, oh, if it is so, how good this is. Otherwise, because maybe today your life is so good, everybody is so nice around you, everything go right, but how about tomorrow? One person enough for you to screw everything around you tomorrow, then how you know that there is a person waiting for you to put into a trouble or not? So, but it can happen to anyone, but it's okay. It's okay once you know the method. No one can take you to bankruptcy, whatever the condition, because you know the method. That's why. So then in life, okay, don't plan to bankruptcy, don't plan to file bankruptcy. So you are going in a good way, and you select this path to work properly and become rich and have the security and the comfort around you until you attain to the Nibbana. That's why we practice. So then whatever situation come tomorrow, it's not going to disturb you. It's not going to catch you. And the third one is like a prisoner. Just imagine, there is a guy in the prison. He can't go anywhere. So then this person get out of the prison and have the freedom. How about that? So we the same. Reflect on always that you are in a prison. Why? Because of the hindrance. Not because of this person or that person, or kind of like that. We think so. No. We build up this prison because of the hindrance. So then your tranquility state kind of like take you to freedom, get out of this prison. So then how about, just imagine you in the prison and you get out of it and you are now free and you can go anywhere. Reflect on that. So encourage yourself when you feel like you are in a prison, physically, mentally, emotionally. So when you feel that you trapped, you are in a prison, encourage yourself to get into practice. Do the practice little by little, knowing the tranquility state will take you to the freedom. And that is one thing. And another thing is that you are bound to slavery. And somebody sold you to some people to do hard work. Now you are a slave. You have no opportunity to get out. And so whatever that people say, you have to do. So then how about that kind of slave? Get out of that slavery and gain the freedom. So how comfortable that? So same thing with that. When you are with the hindrance, remember, you are slave. And get out of the hindrance, that means attaining to tranquility state. It's like you get out of that slavery. So encourage yourself. Do you want to be slave to these desires, anger, hatred, this lethargic, lazy mind? You want to be slave to this doubt? You want to lazy to be this unbalanced? So if so, you have no opportunity, because that always, we don't know in this very next moment. If the desire comes, we have to go that way. If the anger comes, we have to go that way. If the sloth and topa come, then we have to go that way. And when the restlessness come, we have to go that way. When the doubt come, we have to go that way. See? So always the mind always keep running. Mind keep running, mind busy means mind always interfere with this one of five hindrance out of that five. That is the reason. That is what called busy mind. It's always interfere with. So that's why in day-to-day life, most of time, we are the one who influence, encourage this hindrance with little actions. So then end up this slavery. Don't be slave to anymore. Because as you know, just look, this eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind bring the desires and encourage the anger, aversion, and the sleepiness, this lethargic lifestyle, and this unbalanced, restless lifestyle, and always the doubt. We are slave to that. We always go with that. So why we keep doing it? Because there's nothing we can gain, only the troubles going to be with us. So then encourage yourself to get out of this. Get out of this slavery. And then when the day comes for you to recognize you are not anymore slave to desires, then you will see how comfortable you are. You are anymore not slave to anger or the aversion. You are anymore not slave to this sleepiness, lethargic, slow, weak lifestyle. And you are anymore not slaves to this unbalance, unrest. And you are not anymore slave to this doubt. So when you are free from that all, how comfortable you are. So it is possible. So the samsara means you be with this all five hindrance. Your liberation means get out of this five hindrance. So then you have to look into that, how the desires being with me. Because in day-to-day life, you are the one who keep doing it. So watch your mind and slow down, get out of it little by little. And another one is, just imagine you have a very beautiful house. And you're so comfortable to be there. And it's the home, sweet home for you. It's bring the heaven to earth when you go into that house. Just imagine you have that, what we call dream house. You know, when you're going to apply for the bank loan, that one guy told, tell this is your dream house, then they're going to pass your loan. I asked why? No, because that is when you say it is your dream home, and they're willing to help for you. No? So like that, just imagine that your dream home is there. But to get into this dream home, you can't go just directly. You have to go through a desert, very dangerous, with so much difficulties. You have to you have to go through a desert. Or just imagine you have to go through a mountain. Or just imagine you have to go through a very dangerous jungle, forest, with many difficulties. And that's how you have to go into that. But when you get out of the hindrance and you find your driveway very easy access to that your dream home, not go through kind of like a desert or through like mountains or through like a very dangerous jungle. But our conventional life is like we look for the happiness and satisfaction, comfort, but still to go into that is very, very difficult, very dangerous. We have to sacrifice a lot. So that is the very nature of the conventional life. So once you have the tranquility state, once you get out of these 5 hindrance, your life is so comfortable, and without any difficulties, you have access to from road to driveway, and from there to your dream home. So like that, to deeper for this your comfort, it is very easy for you to access when there is no hindrance. So then clear that path and find that your driveway and make it very easy for you to access that. And so your time that you spend for that. So reflect on this example. And when you reflect on that, remember, it's not just just a simple visualization with the image. You have to look into more deeper and get into the deeper meaning. It's not a kind of like a very simply you take it. Don't take it like that. Take it very seriously when you reflect on that. And again, see that the practice you do, the sitting that you do, the time you spend is so valid, so important for you. Appreciate it. And it is just not only for the moment. It's not only for the today or tomorrow. And it going to change your whole this samsaric journey. So that's why you have to take it seriously and think more deeper. Don't just take this example in a very shallow level. No, take it more deeper and look into with the more wider way. And try to see it through a very sharp, strong lens. Go into the depth and catch the meaning. So that's way you bring the more and more strength to yourself to practice. And at the same time, you will see that moment of practice bring the very result. So with that, let's get into practice a little bit now. So your right palm on your left neck straight in one line. And be comfortable with your posture. So scan head to toes yourself and say Supatveva, or may I be well and happy 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment, with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable. May my breath be more smooth. May no difficulties come to me. May all the success come to me. Also think for a moment. This is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime. And detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalations and exhalations. So in the beginning, deeply and gently, breathe in, breathe out 3 times and find the sensation, please. And allow your inhalations, exhalations happen itself. And when it happens, through the sensation, recognize it. Do nothing extra. Bring attention to your body, please. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also as far as you can through galaxies, other planets, stars. Reminding yourself like this. With clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe. And may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away. Already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart. Forward. Visualize yourself and send it as a light. To your backside. To your left side. And to your right side. Downward. And upward. To all six directions at once. Like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it, with the maximum effort to the highest, wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So first of all, we offer this practice to the great qualities of the Buddha, Dhamma and the Sangha. And also by the power of this meritorious deed, may all of us attain to the supreme bliss of Nibbana. May all your guardian angels and deities will receive these merits and increase their longevity and protect all of you from any kind of planetary influences or any ill effects. Ittavata chamni sampadam punya sampadam sabbe deva numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya imaya dhammanu dhamma patipattiya buddham pujemi dhammam pujemi sangham pujemi Addaya imaya patipattiya jati jara vyadhi maranam ha paribunjisami idamme punya kammang asavakkaya vahang hotu sabba dukkha pamuncatu. Bless you.